Welcome to the Hour of Empowerment. We are in Season 1, the Self-Awakened Personality topic, and we are in Episode 2. In this episode, we're going to discuss about reality checks, assessment tools, and self-expression exercises. But before we proceed, I would like to revise Episode 1, especially for those of you who missed Episode 1. In that episode, we discussed that there are very strong reasons why we should invest on our self-awareness. We also enlisted the benefits, both at individual and organizational level. We also covered and addressed the challenges that may deter or slow us down from investing on our self-awareness. At the end of the program, I encouraged our audience that if they invest on their self-awareness, if they find their unique spot, if they serve the world around them using their strength, they're going to be one of the world changers. I also reminded them that they should not die before they fully unleash their potential, and they should not wait until everything is ready. They should start investing on self-awareness right now. I advise you the same to you. If you are a person who would like to succeed, you should invest on your self-awareness. Today, we're going to discuss about excitement in life versus self-awareness, reality checks, self-measurements, self-assessment tools, and some pointers on how to articulate your purpose in life, your organization's mission statement, brand, and tagline and motto. Let's start with living an exciting life. Everybody dreams to have an exciting life, no exception. Nobody wants us to have a miserable life, no way. Unfortunately, we want to live an exciting life, but we're not ready to invest on our self-awareness. The question right now is, are we living an exciting life right now? If we are not living an exciting life, when should we begin living an exciting life? And what are we waiting for? I believe that true excitement comes from a holistic self-awareness. But many people, they put the cart before the horse. They desperately seek excitement to find money, recognition, and fame. But they can't find that unless they invest on their self-awareness. However, if you seek your self-awareness first, other things will follow. Let's take two reality checks. Excitement in life versus self-awareness quadrant and self-awareness square. As you can see from the diagram, there are 4 quadrants. The y-axis represents excitement in life, and the x-axis represents self-awareness. And quadrant 1 represents people who are neither excited in life nor enlightened. They can be called the walking dead. They are neither ready to change nor promote change. They sit and watch as life passes from the sidelines. The second quadrant represents people who are excited, but they lack the full account of who they are. They are excited, but their excitement doesn't last. It disappears at any time, especially when they are confronted with challenges and obstacles. That's why, because they don't have strong foundation. The third quadrant symbolizes people who are going nowhere in life. They have withdrawn from the school of life, and they are focused on their past failures and limitations. They live in the shadow, feeling inferior, weak, and victims. This is really the most pitiful place to find oneself. The fourth quadrant, however, represents people who are both excited and enlightened. These are truly dynamic individuals, people who are well aware of who they are and they know the purpose of their life. These people are contented and excited about life. This is really the most envious place to find yourself. The question is, in which quadrant do you find yourself? Are you in quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, or quadrant 4? If you are in 1, 2, and 3 quadrants, you need to make a shift into quadrant 4. And also, you can use this self-assessment to help your people to identify where they are and help them make a shift to the 4th quadrant. Imagine the kind of energy, excitement, synergy, and productivity you may enjoy if the majority of your people are in quadrant 4. Let's take another reality check. As you can see from the figure, we have a bigger square and a smaller square in the middle. The bigger square is divided into 4 bigger squares. If you adequately answer these important 4 questions, you have a self-awareness square which is bigger. If you haven't addressed these 4 important questions, you may have a smaller self-awareness square. But you may have a different shape. For example, if you adequately answer who you are, you may have a bigger square. But you may have a smaller square for who is my source or from where you have come from, a smaller rectangle for what now, where to go from here, and so on. Now, take a little bit of time and draw your self-awareness square. Is it look like the bigger one, the smaller one, or a different shape? Draw it. Discuss with your friends. Now, let's take a self-measurement. As you can see, there is a self-awareness spectrum. You could be at the lower end of this spectrum, or in the middle, or at the higher end of the spectrum. The question for you is, you need to measure from 1 to 5 where you find yourself in these self-awareness spectrum. 1 being unaware, 5 being fully self-awakened. Where do you find yourself? The goal is to make a shift and advance on these self-awareness spectrum and find yourself, position yourself at the higher end of the self-awareness spectrum. Now, I'm asking you if you are at the lower end or in the middle. My question is, what is keeping you away from becoming fully self-awakened? There are 3 self-assessment tools I would like you to know. The first one is personality test based on Briggs-Meyer. The second one is archetypes personalities based on the hero within and the Johari window. Let's talk about one of the free personality tests. If you go to www.humanmetrics.com, you're going to find a questionnaire. If you complete the questionnaire, you'll be able to obtain your 4-letter type formula according to Carl Jung and a Zabel-Briggs-Meyer typology test. And also, you can have your description of your personality type and also discover careers and occupations most suitable for your personality type. And also, you could be able to see which famous personalities share your type. And also, you could be able to access free career and development resources. Let's discuss how it works. There are 4 opposing types: extroversion, introversion, sensing, intuition, thinking, feeling, judgment, perception. Now, if you combine these 4 opposing types, you're going to find 16 personality types. And your personality type could be ESTG, or INFP, or INTG. What's your personality type? Maybe it takes time for you to come up with your personality type. Let me tell you my personality type, which is INTG. Now let's cover the 6 archetypes we live by. I encourage you to read the Hero Within book. In this book, the 6 personality types are discussed. The first personality type is innocent. This is mostly a personality which trusts. When we are young, mostly we trust. The second personality type is orphan. This is a personality type that feels betrayed, rejected, manipulated. The third is martyr. This personality type demonstrates selflessness and sacrifices itself for others. The fourth personality type is wanderer. This is a personality type that goes out in search of the truth, to find something, to discover something. Today we have this self-awareness topic to help you develop this personality type. If you don't have this personality type, wanderer, by now, this is time to develop this personality type. The fifth personality type is warrior. This is a personality that would like to succeed, achieve, and so on. And the sixth one is magician, which tries to control and be on top of everything. Now, the assignment for you is that find out which personality types are dominant in your life. And if some of your personalities are lacking some of these personality types that are very important for you to express yourself, develop them. The third personal test is Johari window. As you can see, there are 4 rooms. The y-axis represents the one that you know, and the x-axis represents the one that other people know. The first room, which is known only to you. There are personalities, there are passions, there are behaviors, there are motives, and so on, that are only known by you. Other people don't know about them. The second room, which is on the right side, is known to others and yourself. Known by everybody. You know about them, other people know about them. The third room is the unknown one, which means you and other people don't know about some of your latent potential, your strengths, your talents, and also some of the challenges, some of the drawbacks that are sabotaging your success. The fourth room represents your blind spots. This means you don't know about those things about yourself, but other people know. Why you use Johari window? Because for those things you know, it's okay. For those things you and other people know, it's okay. Because for those things you know but other people don't know, if you trust them, you start to release some of them. If you don't trust them, maybe you may keep them. But at the end of the day, if you want to work with others, you have to release those things you know but other people are not aware. But for your blind spots, you need to ask feedbacks. Because some people, they love you, but they don't want to offend you. But if you ask them, they're going to tell you your blind spots. Because some people, they are using maybe your blind spots. So you need to know your blind spots. And also the unknown one, I mean, these things are there at subconscious level, but you and other people don't know. So you have to dig deep and understand your latent potential, your giftings, and some of your hurts, and so on. Now let's talk about how it works. There are 56 fixed adjectives. You select 6 adjectives that best describe you. You ask your group to select 6 adjectives that describe you. And then you use these descriptions to map the adjectives to a grid. That way you could be able to see your personality in those 4 rooms, and also you can work and interact with others to increase your self-awareness. Now let's discuss about why we need to first identify our uniqueness so that we may enjoy lasting excitement. We have taken reality checks, assessment tools, self-measurements. Why? The goal is to find our unique spot. The reason is we are designed uniquely. Our fingerprints, our retina scan, our DNA, and also our heart rhythms are unique. Do you know that even twins, they don't have the same fingerprints. You are that much unique. And these unique physiological uniqueness describe you and give you clues about who you are and what kind of unique life you should pursue. If we understand our uniqueness, that means we meant to shape history and put a dent in the universe, as Steve Jobs of Apple used to say. And our uniqueness is our comparative and competitive advantage. And it is the source of our greatness. Do you want to be great? Do you want to be successful? Do you want to be significant? Then your uniqueness is the source of your greatness. Once you know yourself and your unique spot, it brings confidence, sense of worth, and unstoppable excitement in life. Now let's self-express ourselves. What's your purpose in life? You need to identify your purpose in life. To help you with that, I gave you 3 important indicators. To know your purpose in life, you need to know the problems for which you are designed to solve, gaps to fill, or needs to meet. If you know this reason, the reason why you are designed uniquely, you could be able to write your purpose statement in one statement. The question to you now is, what's your tagline? Let me ask you, whose tagline is King of Pop? Michael Jackson. Do you want to know my tagline? My tagline is advocate for your greatness. If you see from episode 1, episode 2, if you meet me in person, I try to help you discover your greatness. I would like to let you know and also try to empower you to be great. So I'm an advocate for your greatness. So when you know who you are, you need to have a tagline, because your purpose statement is long. People may not be able to remember it. But if you give them a tagline like Michael Jackson, King of Pop, it's very easy people to identify you uniquely. Let's talk about, now you are self-aware. So you should be able to articulate the mission statements of your business and your organization. In your mission statement, you should be very articulate, and these 3 important elements should be there. The solution you provide, the method you use, and the scope. Let me give you Google's mission statement: to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. As you can see, it's very precise and it's very specific. What about General Electric? Building the world by providing capital, expertise, and infrastructure for a global economy. As you can see, those 3 important elements are expressed in these 2 mission statements. So what is the mission statement of your organization? Do you know it? You may have already a mission statement. The question is it articulate enough? Is it specific enough? Let's talk about slogans. Slogans are very important. For example, ISAT's slogan is Ethiopians' eye and ear. What about Toyota? Moving forward. What about Obama's 2008 slogan? Change we can believe in. What about his second election campaign slogan? Forward. There are some advertisement campaign slogans. Let me ask you, whose slogan is this? Let's go places. Toyota. That was easy. Staples. Eat fresh. Subway. It could be you. The National Lottery. You are in good hands. Allstate Insurance. The question is, what is the slogan of your organization? It's very important because they are catchy. People describe you, identify, you know yourself, you know the mission of your organization, but people need to know you based on your slogans and motto. So you need to articulate your motto. Let's talk about creating, promoting, and selling your brand. Because you know yourself, you have motto, you have mission statement, that you need to know your brand, and you need to build your brand consciously. For example, what is the brand of Toyota, Audi, Cadillac? Now, Toyota is for affordability. Its brand is affordability. What about Audi? Safety. What about Cadillac? Luxury. So if you want to buy a luxury car, you don't go to Toyota, you go to Cadillac. If you want an affordable car, you go to Toyota. So when you identify your brand and shape it, promote it, and sell it, people easily come to you. Because there are people, organizations, that are providing the same service and the same product you are providing. Why people should come to you? Because of your brand. So find out your brand. What about the brand for Fox News? Conservative brand. What about CNN? Independent. What about MSNBC? Liberal. What about HBO? Movies. You can't really go to Fox News to watch movies. Or you can't really expect conservative news by going to MSNBC. Now, if you are a person who always look for news, you select one of them, the one that fits your interests and needs, and you go and watch that brand. The same with you. If you identify your brand, people choose you among other organizations, and they come to you. What about Walmart? Retail. What about Costco? Wholesale. Now, if you want to have wholesale, you don't go to Walmart. If you want retail, you don't go to Costco. The question is, what is the brand of your organization? You need to find that. In conclusion, we have discussed that it is very important first to seek our self-awareness than chasing excitement in life. Because if once we know who we are and pinpoint our specific and unique personality, it is very easy. Other things will follow us. We have taken reality checks and assessment tools to recognize where we stand. And also we have discussed that it is very important for us to discover our unique spot, which is our comparative and competitive advantage, which is the source of our greatness. We have also tried to express ourselves in terms of our purpose in life, mission statement, tagline, motto, brand, and so on and so forth. I think you enjoyed this episode. I look forward to talk to you in our episode 3, and we're going to provide you steps, processes, and case studies of successful people who are self-awakened. I can't wait to discuss with you. Bring your friends, and let's see each other next week. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Thank you.